Living in Kelowna in the Okanagan has made me truly appreciate what an incredible area this is. But not everybody who comes here knows what to expect. So whether you live here currently and you're thinking of purchasing a property, or you're planning on relocating to this area, I'm going to give you a list of the 10 things I think are must-knows before you move here. And stick around to the end of the video for a bonus tip that's going to save you a huge headache when it comes time to purchase. Let's check it out. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, BrettBRealEstate. I, of course, am Brett Boholij, your Kelowna and Okanagan real estate professional. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm a local realtor and I help people buy and sell homes in this incredible area. So whether you're an investor, upsizer, downsizing, or a first-time home buyer looking to relocate to this area, I'm here to answer any of your real estate needs. So like I said, in this video, I'm going to go over the top 10 things I think are must-knows before making the move here or investing to live here. And these are things I wish I knew before I made the move over a decade ago. Not that it would have changed anything, but it's definitely helpful to be a little more prepared when making such a drastic change, especially if you're going to invest in real estate, which is going to be one of the biggest purchases of your life. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And let's start with number one, the weather. Now, the climate here is probably going to be one of the best in Canada. It has a little more snow than Vancouver, but it has a lot less rain. The summers here are hot and dry. Sometimes we get some pretty nasty heat waves where it can get to up to 40 degrees. Now that's pretty rare and doesn't happen very often, but you can expect the low 30s as an average temperature for the summer. Now the winters are hit and miss here. This winter has been incredibly mild. I know people were outside playing tennis on Christmas and New Year's Eve. This last week we got a dump of snow and we're usually good for one cold snap every year, and we're about to hit that right now where temperatures get to about -15 to -20 for usually around a week, and that often happens in January. But overall, the winters are incredibly mild here. Now, the biggest issue I find with the weather here is you can feel very socked in. We do live in a valley, so the clouds kind of suck into the valley and give you a very low ceiling, and it can be very gray and dreary in this area. I noticed that I just went to visit my folks who live near Winnipeg, and yeah, Winnipeg is insanely cold, but it was nothing but blue sky almost the entire time I was there. So it is a trade of what you prefer more. The summers here are definitely unbeatable. You don't get that crazy humidity you can get in some parts of the country. And honestly, the best way to avoid the gloomy times in the winter is head up to Big White, go there for a Bluebird day, and really take in everything they have to offer. Number two is going to be the Kelowna school system. For families considering the move to Kelowna, the city offers a wide range of educational opportunities. The public school system operated by the Central Okanagan School District provides a variety of programs including French Immersion, International, Bachelorette, and Fine Arts. There are private school offerings with a diverse range of opportunities, including faith-based education and Montessori-type schools. This contributes to a well-rounded educational landscape. Luckily, we have a full plethora of schooling options for all age groups, from daycare to kindergarten options straight through to post-secondary, with Okanagan College and the University of British Columbia. So Kelowna is very well known for its high educational system, and it has something for everybody. Number three is going to be the Kelowna real estate market. When diving into the Kelowna real estate market, it's essential to understand the dynamics. Kelowna is one of the more expensive cities in British Columbia, still not at the level as Vancouver, but still considerably high. The average home price is considerably high, with the average home price of a single family home being just over $1 million at this current time, the average cost of a townhome being just under $700,000, and the average cost of a condo being just under $500,000. There is a diverse range of housing options, and those can be very neighborhood dependent. For great investments and entry-level pricing, Rutland is a great up-and-coming neighborhood with a ton of options. You want family-friendly area with great access to everywhere in the city? Well, Glenmore is going to be your go-to. And if you're looking for luxury waterfront living, you can't beat the Lower Mission. And there's also a lot of great new construction and new developments by quality builders here in Kelowna. Some of these developments that I think are key to check out are the Trailhead at the Ponds, the Orchard in the Lower Mission, and Lone Pines at Black Mountain. But to stay up to date on everything real estate related here in the Okanagan, make sure you click the link down in the description below to go to my website and subscribe to my monthly newsletter. So the number four thing I want to go over is Kelowna's high cost of living. If you're considering relocating to Kelowna, you have to understand that there is a high cost of living here. The old expression, BC means bring cash, well, it really rings true here. Well, as it stands as one of the more expensive cities in BC, compared to cities like Vancouver and Toronto, Kelowna still remains relatively affordable. The average yearly salary in Kelowna hovers around 50 grand. The average housing price for all products this month in January 2024 is $728,862. And when it comes to rental, Kelowna has an incredibly low vacancy rate, so rentals can be a little more difficult to find. And the average price of rent for all bedroom count is $2,462 a month. So it's not exactly cheap here, but I think it's well worth the cost to live somewhere as beautiful as the Okanagan. Number 5 is going to be Kelowna's diverse neighborhoods. As you explore Kelowna, you're going to discover its distinct neighborhoods, each with its own unique character and charm. Understanding the difference between each neighborhood is crucial when making your big decision to find a place to live. Whether you're drawn to the urban vibe of Pandosy Village or the family-friendly area of Glenmore or the scenic beauty of the Upper Mission, finding a neighborhood that aligns with your lifestyle is a key consideration in your move. My biggest piece of advice when it comes to moving here is make sure you either talk to a local expert or link up with a realtor, come for a visit, explore some of the neighborhood and get their opinion on what area is going to suit your lifestyle and your needs the best. Before we get to number 6, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all the latest real estate information on Kelowna and the Okanagan. My goal is to provide you with value-driven content, to give you tips about buying here, showcase the beautiful homes we have in the area, and keep you up to date with everything real estate related in our market. So number 6, the difference between Kelowna and West Kelowna. While often considered as one, Kelowna and West Kelowna are distinct municipalities, and understanding the difference between the two is vital for anyone considering making the move. While Kelowna is a larger and more urbanized city offering a wide range of amenities, West Kelowna is known for suburban and scenic lifestyle. Each has its unique charm, and it really comes down to your preference. Do you want more city living or more relaxed suburban atmosphere? Now, Kelowna and West Kelowna do have a mix of both, but it's really going to come down to what's more important to you. And when it comes to housing prices, it's really going to depend on your specific neighborhood that you choose, but on a whole, West Kelowna is going to be on the more affordable side. Number 7, the Kelowna transportation system. Navigating Kelowna is made much easier with its comprehensive transportation system. The city boasts a well-developed bus system operated by BC Transit, offering regular services throughout the city and nearby towns. A network of express and local routes, along with a convenient mobile app, makes public transportation accessible. Additionally, there's a bike sharing program, there's scooters throughout the city, taxis, and just recently we finally got ride sharing programs like Uber in the city, making it incredibly convenient and much more affordable to travel anywhere. If you are driving, you do live in the city, the one thing I do have to go over, and I'm just going to touch on it briefly because I feel like I've talked about it too much, is the congestion in Kelowna. Now, compared to a major city like Vancouver or Calgary or Toronto, it's not even going to be comparable, but in the peak summer months, the bridge traffic along the main highway can get pretty backed up. But if you avoid rush hour times or you're living in the Kelowna area, you're going to avoid a lot of that. So number 8, hiking in Kelowna. For outdoor enthusiasts, Kelowna is a paradise. Surrounded by mountains, lakes, and forests, the city offers a myriad of hiking trails for all levels. From short hikes with easy access like Knox Mountain offering scenic views of the Okanagan Lake, to more relaxed hikes like Kuiper's Peak Mountain Park, there's a trail for everybody. Hardy Falls and Mill Creek offer easier walks with scenic waterfalls at the end, while the Mission Greenway offers a very relaxed nature walk that runs along the Mission Creek and goes through the entire city. If you're a big outdoor enthusiast, think about joining one of the Kelowna Facebook groups that pertain to outdoor activities or hiking to get even more information on this beautiful area and the trails that are associated with it. And plus, there's a ton of information online, especially coming from somewhere like Northwestern Ontario. When I did, the trail systems here are extensive, they're well developed, and they're well documented. So it does make it a breeze. Even if you're starting hiking, you've never really done it before and want to get into it, there's apps, there's online information, there's groups to really get you started. Number 9 is restaurants and nightlife. Kelowna's culinary scene is diverse and exciting, featuring farm-to-table restaurants, renowned wineries, and craft breweries. Downtown Kelowna is the hub for some of the city's best restaurants, from fine dining to casual eateries. We have a ton of new bars and restaurants opening all the time, so there is something for everybody. Looking for a casual evening, maybe some drinks, maybe some live music? Well, head to the north end of Kelowna to its craft brewery scene. In terms of restaurants, Kelowna has a ton of great options, too many to list. But whether you're a fan of seafood, sushi, Thai, Mediterranean, Italian, Kelowna has something to satisfy every palate. Number 10 is going to be Big White Ski Resort. So I mentioned this at the top of the video, but Big White Ski Resort is a haven for people during the winter months here. And the world-renowned Big White Ski Resort is a major attraction in our area. It's known for its powdery slopes, its picturesque landscape, and it's a must check out if you're into skiing or snowboarding. And honestly, even if you're not, it's worth checking out. The village there is so fun and full of life in the winter. It has great restaurants, a great atmosphere, and a lot of live events that you can check out during the winter months. And besides skiing and snowboarding, Big White offers a wide range of winter activities. Some of these activities include snowshoeing, ice climbing, winter zip lining, and tubing. So whether you're a seasoned skier or snowboarder or looking to try winter sports for the first time, Big White is an unforgettable experience. So my bonus tip, number 11, is something I think everybody moving to BC should know about. I didn't know this when I first moved here, especially from being in Calgary, purchasing a home there. I wish this is something I knew. Again, wouldn't have changed everything, but it's good to be mentally prepared for things like this that can come up, especially if they're taking money out of your pocket. And that tip is going to be knowing about the property transfer tax in BC. So property transfer tax is a tax associated with every purchase of a home in British Columbia. And the way it's calculated is 1% on the first 100,000, 2% on the remainder up to 2 million, and 3% after that. So it can be a hefty chunk of change when you go to make your home purchase, and it's crucial that you're prepared for it and have enough savings. Certain properties can avoid the property transfer tax, but make sure you talk to your real estate agent professional when making the purchase to see if you're exempted from it. You can also be exempt from this if you are a first-time home buyer, but the rules and regulations for this make it a little harder to qualify. If you're a first-time home buyer, the property you're purchasing has to be under $500,000 in order to avoid the tax. And now from earlier when I stated the average cost of real estate prices, that's going to be pretty difficult to avoid. So understanding this tax and factoring it into your budget is going to make it for a much smoother process and transition into your new home. So there you have it. That's going to wrap up the 10 things I think you must know before making the move to Kelowna. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me. My number's on the screen right now, and all my contact information is in the description down below. Once again, my name is Boholij. This is my channel, BrettBRealEstate, and I will catch you in the next video.